Alright, everybody. Yesterday I put out this poll and it said, how do you feel about Doginals and DRC-20 tokens? 28% of you guys said that you're bullish. And this was kind of surprising. 8% of you guys said that you're bearish. Are you guys Bitcoin maxis that are subscribed to my channel or something? Because this is actually a Dogecoin channel, really. Or at least that's how it started out. But what really surprised me is this one right here. 64% of you guys said, what are DRC-20 tokens? Well, I'm here to enlighten you. According to this article by cryptonews.net, the DRC-20 token was released on May 9th, and it is built on the same technological foundation as the BRC-20 token. As you probably already know, now there's BRC-20 tokens, or basically the equivalent of the tokens that have been offered on the Ethereum blockchain, and basically NFTs that have been released on the Bitcoin blockchain. This is possible because of the Taproot upgrade and because each Satoshi is now traceable, and that means that you can basically inscribe anything that you want on them. And because all of the individual Satoshis are now individually numbered, you can track them individually and see if the actual NFT that you bought is the original or what you were supposed to buy. If you didn't know, Dogecoin is actually based off of a fork of Litecoin, which is basically just based off of the Bitcoin network. And because of this, Dogecoin is basically able to adopt any kind of upgrades that happen to the Bitcoin network. So obviously somebody saw that the BRC-20 token standard was taking off, and then they figured that they could probably add it to the Dogecoin network, and away they went. It says a DRC-20 is a token standard created to address the issues and deficiencies left by the BRC-20. With its lightning-fast transaction speed and cheaper costs, it has piqued the interest of both investors and lovers of these token standards. BRC-20 has clogged the Bitcoin network and raised the transaction fees to a prohibitive level, but Dogecoin has lower fees. I've made videos about BRC-20 tokens in the past, and I am really bullish on it. I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see some innovation actually happening on the Bitcoin network. But in my opinion, I think that Dogecoin is actually better suited to this kind of an upgrade, and I think that Dogecoin could be a better option for people to get into DRC-20 or BRC-20 tokens, because it's basically the same thing but on the Dogecoin network, and Dogecoin is able to handle 33 transactions per second compared to Bitcoin's 7. So that would mean that Dogecoin could actually handle a lot more transactions and it wouldn't get clogged as easily. Not to mention, Dogecoin's confirmation time is 1 minute versus Bitcoin's at time 10 minutes, sometimes even longer. So between Dogecoin's lower fees, its faster confirmation times, and its being able to handle way more transactions per second, I think that it would make much more sense for people to actually try to make these kinds of things on the Dogecoin network, because Dogecoin is actually much better suited for this kind of innovation. The question is if it will actually bring Dogecoin value or if it is just spam on the network that will clog it up and make fees too high. From what I understand though, even if the fees went up by like 400 times, it would still be basically nothing. And in my opinion, a meme coin is actually better suited to have meme tokens on its network than the supposed most serious boomer coin. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. According to this article by CoinDesk, Dogecoin's daily transaction volume rose tenfold from the average earlier this week to set a lifetime peak following the launch of the new mechanism that now allows the issuance of tokens on the Dogecoin blockchain. This article is actually from like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it is a little bit outdated, but the news is actually better than what it says here. It goes on to say that the network saw over 645,000 transactions on Sunday, data from BitInfo chart shows, briefly crossing the Bitcoin and Litecoin transactions that day before falling back to previous levels as of Wednesday. And they show this chart right here indicating that, if you can even see it, I'll try to zoom in a little bit, but Dogecoin did briefly cross the transactional volume of Bitcoin here before dipping back below it. Here though, we have a more updated chart, and as you can see, this is where that chart left off, where it had just jumped above it and then dipped back below it. And then right after that, it went and exploded to the upside, with Dogecoin reaching about 2.178 million transactions there on the 11th of June, I guess, or actually the 13th, I'm sorry. And then it has taken a huge dip right here, but at the current time of recording, it is still above the transactions of Bitcoin. So as the mania kind of dies off here a little bit, or has a little bit of a lull, I think that's why we're starting to see this transaction volume dipping down a little bit. But whenever Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market confirms the next leg of the bull market and we actually continue to the upside, I think the hype is going to re-enter into the BRC and DRC-20 spaces. And whenever we start to see Bitcoin's network get clogged up again, I think Dogecoin is going to be a great alternative that people are probably going to flock to. If you want to do a little bit of research and try to find out a little bit more about these DRC-20 tokens, you can go over to drc-20.org and look at the listings of all of the DRC-20 tokens that exist here. And it'll show you that at the current time of recording, at least, there's not really a price for any of them but the top 3. And it's basically so early that I would imagine there's probably only around 20 or 30,000 people at the most investing into these kind of protocols. But I think this really could offer a great opportunity to get in on the ground floor for a protocol or new technology that's actually arising in the crypto space on proof of work blockchains, and it could take the crypto space by storm in the next bull market. I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that basically that you can get rich overnight or that any of this is going to guarantee you any kind of money. It's basically just a new innovation for the Dogecoin blockchain that I'm excited about, and I'm excited to see what's going to come of it. And I might even try to get in on a couple mints or something like that just to see if this is going to turn into something and maybe it'll change my life or something. But I'm not going to be really holding out hope for that. I'm actually just hoping that this will bring more attention to Dogecoin in the next bull market, and hopefully that will take us to the upside. But for right now, as far as I can tell, the main wallet that everybody's using is this DPAL wallet. You can go over to dpalwallet.io and it'll have a link right here to take you to the Chrome browser extension, and then you can download the extension and sign up for a wallet. It gives you an option to load a wallet onto there, but I would just make my own wallet and then write down your seed phrase there after you download the extension. And then you'll see this message right here that says complete. Congratulations, you have completed wallet setup. After that, you're pretty much ready to rock. You just have this widget over here in the extensions list, and you can send or receive Dogecoin to this address. And then if you go up here and click on this icon in the corner, it'll show you a little bit of a menu here with the second item being Doginals. And when you click on that, here's the option for minting, and this is how it's done. As far as I can tell, through this service right here, you can only do basically DRC-20 and not really any kind of NFTs, which they are actually NFTs, but it's complicated. What I'm trying to say really, though, is that you can't apparently upload an image or a video through this option right here. And I don't actually know a way that you can do that. But as soon as I do figure it out, I'll make an updated video. That's really what you need to know. And if you want to figure out how to make your own inscriptions here, where are the damn things? Man. In this box right here, what you're going to do is put in some code basically saying which coin you want to make, what the action is that you want to do, what the ticker is, and how much the max is and the limit that you're going to mint. It's all really complicated, but this is basically the layout for DRC or BRC-20 tokens. And one way you can find a ticker for something to mint is to go to this drc-20.org and look at all of these tickers right here. The ones that are still minting have a little yellow tab right here that says mint, and the ones that are already fully minted out actually only have a square here that says trade. Then if you click it, it'll take you to Discord, but that's a whole nother video. Anyway, that's basically all I know about these DRC-20 tokens for now. Like I said, whenever I figure out how to add images or videos to it or make an NFT that's actually an image, then I'll let you guys know and I'll do an update. But before I go, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you had put all of your stimulus money into Dogecoin, it would be worth $56,000 now. So while a lot of people are saying that Dogecoin is dead and it's never going to pump again, just remember that it actually never really did die, and it's still up considerably from where it started. Now with these DRC-20 tokens, I think that possibly it could be a new narrative for the new bull market, and it might actually bring a new round of excited and interested investors into the Dogecoin space. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is DRC-20 just spam on the Dogecoin network, or is it actually going to make the Dogecoin community excited again? Also, don't forget to head over to the Only Good merch store at onlygoodcrypto.com and pick yourself up one of these limited time t-shirts. Remember, when you wear Only Good, you're going to feel only good. So don't forget to do Only Good every day and head on over to the merch store right after this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. This is Ibisu. He's named after one of the 7 lucky gods of Japan. According to legend, he will bring wealth and prosperity to anybody who evokes his name. So don't forget to write his name in the comments, or you'll bring dishonor to your whole portfolio. And check out this video right here. Say goodbye, Ibisu.